ancient city of Patara is located in between Fethiye and Kalkan on the southwestern coast of Türkiye. It was the capital of Lycian. Patara, with a heritage dating back over 5,000 years. Alexander the Great was here, and so was St. Paul on his way to Ephesus. St. Nicholas, or Santa Claus, was born and raised here. The most famous twins of mythology, the gods Apollo and Artemis, were supposedly born here. This city has always had a special place in the legends of mythology, the history of religions, and the birth of democracy.
This is the Parliament building in Patara, and Patara is an extremely old civilization. They believe that this city was actually 5,000 years old.
This is one of the first examples of the parliamentary system in the world. But what's even more interesting is that the United States of America used the same systems that the Lycian League used. So the American parliamentary system was inspired from the Lycian League.
This was a huge settlement. It was a big port city. It was very, very wealthy because this was a major trade center. What happened over time was the harbor that was coming in here actually filled in, it's silted. And with the sand coming in from the beaches, which there's some of the most magnificent beaches in the world here, this sand actually silted into the city and covered everything. So one of the reasons that Patara has been so well preserved is that it has actually been hidden under the sand. Because the city was actually covered in sand completely, there was hardly any of it being exposed. The pieces that were exposed, you can immediately notice which ones they are because they're the ones that have the darker color here. These are the ones that have been exposed to nature.
Resting on the northern slope of the Kurşunlu Hill on the southern edge of the city, the theater has 34 rows of seats and a capacity for 5,000 people. The first stage of this structure dates back to the Hellenistic period. During the excavations performed in Patara, ruins of a lighthouse that is almost 2,000 years old was found. It is considered to be one of the oldest lighthouses in the world, dating back to the Roman period. It is believed the lighthouse was destroyed by a tsunami caused from the aftershocks of a large earthquake. The 2,500 original pieces are literally being put back together like a jigsaw puzzle to reconstruct this beautiful beacon of light. The ancient Lycian city of Patara has been under excavation since 1988. In addition to its archaeological and historical values, it has an extra significance, as it is one of the rare beaches where endangered loggerhead turtles, or karetas, as we say in Türkiye, lay their eggs. There are strictly enforced conservation laws in place to protect the natural paradise. The sand dunes and lakes behind the beach are also protected areas for rare birds and mammals. The 18 kilometers of golden sand backed by the dunes and the Taurus Mountains are regularly featured as one of the Mediterranean's most beautiful and unspoiled beaches. The sand dunes are covered with a fine sand, just like the desert. When you see this sand, you understand how the city of Patara must have been silted in.